Morning, guys. Hey, future's gonna be short in just a second. As soon as it breaks forward, or I'm looking at ES, but NQ is gonna be short too. As soon as it breaks the one below here. Short right this second. We're coming down this big ass green can right here, 60. So short under 45. NQ is gonna be short again under 41. Come down a massive green candle here on 60. All right, let's take a look at the higher time frames real quick. ES doing the same thing. There's a lot of tickers that look just like this right here. Tesla, Facebook, Amazon, Google, BA. A lot of stuff consolidate here and turn around. So NQ, see right here on the 4 hour, it popped up this pivot finally, but it came up, expanded the range, started coming right back down. It's the A+ setup here on the 4 hour. Target will be the open, so 13,100. It's short again right this second. I mean, it could be literally be done right here before the market even opens. Seriously, this thing's a monster. ES doing the same thing. It came up on the 4 hour, expanded the range, starting to come right back down that solid green candle. Start a lag here. So NQ breaks 32, be short again. About 2 minutes left, minute and a half left till market opens. Here's the ES, same thing. It failed to come up and make a new high here on the pivot. Now we're coming right back down. It's a major move candle right here on the 4 hour, but if target's gonna be 50% and then open on this big green candle. So if you're not playing futures, that you can still play QQQ and SPY. I'm lagging. Of course, I could take it right back up to retest that pivot too. So we can come back up to C405. Springs froze up here. Yes, sir. I'm still got this other one open over here. Market's open. Guys, as soon as it breaks $32, I'll be short. NQ went short there. ES short too. X had a big run yesterday, sitting right on top of pivot 15. Let's see if it breaks that. MOS taking off again here. Also be looking for break retest and then reversals to the downside. NQ, if it breaks low a day here at any time, it'll be short instantly. So as soon as it breaks 13.16, it'll be short again. Again, we could see 12.88 today. This is a nice clean move, short again right here. Every time it breaks the day's low, it'll be short again. So short again under 12. SPY short as well. NQ is going to be short again under $10. NVIDIA is short right now. Same setup. A lot of the stuff in the same thing. NQ short again. Crowd's another nice one short right this second. Gonna be short again under low a day on the NQ. So as soon as it breaks 305, it'll be short again. Target right now is gonna be the wick on 60, so target will be 308. Crowd short right this second, guys. SPY is too. NQ short. Next entry is under 290. That's $15 move short again right this second. Hope you're catching this. This is clean. I bought some SPY options too out of the money. $18%. NQ short again, guys. Every time it takes a low, it's short. Every single time. Gonna be short again under $72. Next target will be 50% right here. We can actually break that down. The next target is going to be 13,231. If you're in crowd, I suggest you drag a stop down to it pretty close here. We're still in the first 5 minutes of the day. This thing could decide to pull back up. Now, there's some stuff that's bouncing off a pivot. So it's a retest of yesterday's pivot, which means we can push right back up and take the high out on some of these stickers like Docu. ILMN. BA. If BA breaks yesterday's high, it will be long. NQ's long right this second, guys. Now, this is just a pullback here. It's going to go long again over 13.15, long right this second. We're going to target half this candle, so 25, and then this wick right here. So target, if it keeps pushing up here, it's going to be 13.332. That's resistance. Right off the bat here, we know there's a major support level here. Everybody should be at a crowd. It's going to be long if it breaks the high of this candle here. We're going to target this wick. We want to break that down. We're going to take 50% of this right here and then the wick. This entire area here is a support level. It came down. They bought the shit out of it. It don't mean it can't keep coming down. It can. A lot of buy orders. If it breaks the low of this candle here, it'll be short. and we'll target 50% of this wick. So, okay. Tesla short right now. Short right now in Q. There's 50%. Next target going to be low. Now, when it gets down to low, it could fail to make a new low here. We want to be careful. It can make a higher low. Let me clear this out. We want to wait now until it breaks the absolute low of this candle here. 3 minutes left on candle. At any time it breaks the high of this candle here, it'll still be long. We'll target the wick and then the body. All right, we're currently inside. Tesla short here. We're going to target 15-minute pivot, guys. A+ setup here. First target 927. Next target 917. All right, there's a break. You gotta be careful with it. If it breaks back below a day, it'll be short again here. All right, we're gonna wait. If it breaks low a day, we'll be short right here. We know there's a major support here. The last time it hit it, it pulled back up sharply, so it's a bunch of sell orders there. Tesla's still coming down. Make sure you're dragging your stop down with Tesla. All right, don't give back any money. PayPal is short. ES gonna be short under 42.40, and you can buy SPY. Tesla's still coming down. A++ setup, guys, on Tesla, the downside. Sound of money. So short here. Take some profits. Now, new traders, micro contracts only, one contract. All right. Now, when it becomes an A+ setup, I'm going to tell you the best setup right now is when it takes the low a day. All right. This is consolidation. We're inside of range right here. All right. Don't mess with it. Your best trade is going to come over the top of this candle here or the bottom. If it goes solid, if it turns green and breaks the high of that candle, target's only going to be that wick there. Back inside. Now let's look at it. We'll redraw it here. Still making lower highs and lower lows here. If it breaks the high candle, we'll target that wick right there. And then we'll target resistance and then the wick. If it breaks low, we'll target low a day. So if it goes solid red here, I'm going to short it. I'm just going to take 50% here. Waiting on it. Tesla's still coming down. Drag your stops down. BA's long right now, taking out yesterday's high. Right now, this candle's inside. It's neither a higher low or a lower high. It is a lower high, but it's a higher low at the same time. It's a neutral candle. Short. Take some profits. There's 50%. Now you wait. BA's long, guys, going to the moon. I'm gonna go long here. They didn't feel me. Long. I missed that first pop. I'll be long over this wick right here. It starts breaking here. I have to cut my order. I'm down to 8 points, 9 points, 7 points. Go ahead and close it. I missed it when it popped up here. Short. Take some profits. If you're new, you need to wait till it breaks the low of day here. You need to wait till it breaks to be on the safe side. Short it. Take some profits. Short it. Ba-da-dee-da, ba-da-dee-da. The video is short right this second. You can add to it if you're in it. It has to be short again on a low of day. Take some profits there. Then be short again as soon as it breaks low of day again. Short. Take some profits on it. If it breaks low of day, be short again. As soon as it goes back to solid red, here it'll be short again. Just like that right there. Let me short again. See that pullback there? As soon as it breaks low of day here, it'll be short. As soon as it goes back to solid red, there's pullback. Take some profits. Short again. Take some profits. Short again. Take some profits. Short again. Coming down that big old candle. Let it soak for a second here. Now we can pull back to retest, so just be careful. Right here, these wicks right here should act as resistance. And it can pull back up to it. Gonna be short when it breaks low day. That's your safest entry when it breaks low a day. Take some profits on it. Short again. We're coming down that big candle on 60. Come on, flush. It's a big candle right there. Take profits. Let me short again. It's $5. Short again. $3. Gonna be short again as soon as it goes solid red here. Your best trades come outside. It's a Momo shoe to the downside. It's a pullback and a break at the same time. All right, we're gonna wait till it breaks the low here. Short. Resistance. If it breaks that, you'll just cut it. It's $8. Short again. Come in that big candle 60, guys. Take some profits. Let me short again as soon as it goes solid red. Pull them back here. So look here, it's doing this. It breaks down, it pulls back. As soon as it takes the low out, it's short. All right, it's pulling back. That pullback's profit taking. It's also a rest. It's a micro consolidation. We're coming down that big green candle. So if you've got MNQ, you can put one contract on there and set it and forget it. Gonna be short when it takes the days. These are the safest trades for you guys when it breaks the day's low, not when it's inside chopping. Go ahead and short it here. I'm gonna close that one. It's pulled back roughly 50%. Down like 6 points. I went ahead and cut it. The reason being there's resistance up here. I don't want to see if it comes back up to here to retest. I'd rather take it and cut it. Gonna be short under the lower day. It's right in the low. Test is that first target here, guys. You're still in it. Thank you, short. So we break here. Retrace 50%. We're pushing back down. Short again. I'm going to aim for the below a day here. That's all I'm doing. I'm rocking it back down. Take profits. As soon as it goes solid red, that'll be your entry for new traders. That you wait till it breaks solid red for you enter. Bob, a short break retest downside. When this thing's pulling back up in range, I'm seeing how far it retraces. Whether it's 50%, 60%, I'm looking. Short. Flush here. Ready. Short. 6 points. Let me short again as soon as it goes solid red. Every time it breaks, it's at least 5 or 6 points. Short. Short. 6, 7 points, 8 points. Let me short again under a pullback. Short again. I'm going to close this one out. Now, I want to see where this thing stops at. 50%. Major resistance is up here. Your safest trade's going to be when it breaks low a day. Don't mess with it inside here. Do not mess with it inside. New traders, you wait till it takes low a day. All right, let's pull back here. Short and a low day. This thing pulling back inside of range. Remember, there's 30%, 50, 61, and then there's resistance up here. So wait, if it goes back solid green, it'll be long, but don't mess with it inside there. You shouldn't, if you're a new trader, you shouldn't even think about taking it long until it breaks this wick right here. Target would be these wicks. Open. And now it's consolidating this inside range. You don't mess with it. It's not safe. If it goes solid green here, I am going to take it long. I'm going to target 50% of that red body. And of course, if it takes a little day to be short. Now, sometimes when they're pulling back like that, I will enter on the way back down. So it came up, touch resistance, I short it here. Take profits on it. What I'll do is I'll play the pullback back to the downside, and I'll enter as it's coming back down a lower day. All right, and I'll take profits as it's pushing back down a lower day. So it looks like this. It pushes down, it pulls back, and it comes back down. I'll buy it right in here, and I'll aim for a lower day, but I'll be out before it gets to lower day. And sometimes when it gets close to the lower day here, I'll buy it before it breaks that area so I can catch that spike. That's an aggressive entry. Your safest entry as soon as it rolls to the bottom or lower day, which would be here. Now, this is a pretty damn big move here, so we could see this thing start to pick back up eventually. But we're going to have to wait at least till it breaks this level here for safe entry. For new traders and stuff, you want to be really safe, you'll wait till it at least breaks this wick right here. Now, of course, if it's, we got 2 minutes left in candle, the next candle opens up inside, and then it comes up and breaks this high, we'll take and we'll target 50% the body and the high. Because it's not safe enough at that point to say the bottom's in, we're going to come right back up, but we can play the pullback up to the top of resistance, which is here. Short right here, 5 points. Take profits. Pulls back, breaks lower day again, it'll be short again. There's a pullback on it. I'm seeing how far back there's 60%. Gonna short it. $5. I'm just taking and rocking it back and forth. That's all I'm doing. Short again. It's $3. Short again. It's $3. Wait on a pullback for entry. Short. It's $3. Short. Ooh. Now you're gonna wait till it breaks lower day here for the next entry. When this thing pulls back, I'm looking. If it starts breaking 60%, 50, 60%, gonna be short here. See if we can break the downside. Oh shit. If you have a micro account, you can take one contract, buy it, and just hold it. Your safest entry is when it goes solid red. Take profits. There's a pullback, short. Let me short again on a lower day. Short right there. Let's go to 60 real quick. See that big green candle here? If we go to the daily or 4 hour, we'll see that big candle. There's our A+ setup right there, guys. that damn pattern works on any time frame and ever. Up $12. Let's take some profits. 13. Short again. Remember, if you got micros, you can literally buy one contract and write it to the bottom. The target's going to be to open on this candle, so 13,101. All right, still got 50 points left on it. $7. Short again. Now we are getting close to exhaust rates. Now the bodies are getting larger, so volume is starting to pick up on the 5-minute at least. All right, now look, there is a pivot here. We gotta be mindful that pivot's touching it right this second. We can't see it pull back up before sending back off. So that's important. One, 2, 8. There we go. Let me short again as soon as it goes solid red here. There's a pullback. Every time it pulls back, I'm looking to see exactly how far it pulls back into itself, right? Because this thing can pull back 50%, 60%. If it starts pulling more than that, we're looking for a push back to the top side. If you're a new trader, you wait until it takes the low of the day. All right. Wait, it's just safe. It pulls back as soon as it takes the low, it's short. So it looks literally like this. It comes down, it pulls back, it pulls back, it pulls back, it pulls back. As soon as it breaks the low, it's short. So everything in between these candles here are actually consolidation or rest. We can actually see it in the live candles. This right here is a compound inside candle. This is a inside candle, inside candle, inside candle. Right. So for that brief moment in time when that candle opened up, it was literally inside. This was inside. It started with inside. It went green. It came back down. It took out the low. All right. And it continued lower. Just a 2-1-2 break. So it pulls down. There's where it went inside. As soon as it takes the low of the day, it's short. So there's a consolidation right there, a rest. It needs to continue to go lower. Again, you've got to keep in mind we're touching that pivot right now on the 15. That's a major support level, and that's why it's important that you're focused. That you're not just focused on one time frame. You got to be aware of all time frames. Up $16,585 on the day. NVIDIA is short right here on an A+ setup. If you're still in it, it's a good spot to add to it. Or just drag your stops down. PayPal, hit target right there. We're watching this candle's inside. I'm going to short it here. I'm going to aim for low. I don't mean I'm going to go back. We know there's resistance down here. All right, there's no doubt about it. There is support, not resistance. There's support right here. If it goes solid green, I'll cut it. I'm down 6 points, 4 points, 5 points, 3 points, 2 points. In profit. Short again. $5. So here's your trade right there, guys. There's a break to the downside. See every time it breaks, there's 5 or 6 points right there. All you do is you set a bracket order for at least $5. And your stop should be tight too, because you're not wanting to see any kind of pullback on it whatsoever. You scalp the breaks a lower day. That's short. It broke through that pivot 15. So we can see it hopefully come back up to retest that pivot. We're seeing it back down. $1.7. Woo! Go, go, go. All right. See, every time it takes a lower day, it moves. Get ready, it's going to go again. Put short here. Put some profits. Short. Put some profits. Pull them back there. As soon as it breaks low, you'll hit it instantly. We are exhaustion risk, so there's a chance that it pulls back pretty hard in a minute. So just keep that in mind. Short again. Take profits on it. Make sure you're taking profits. Short again. Short again. All right, reduce size here just a little bit. I'm gonna cut that one down 4 points. I'm not gonna risk it. I want to zoom out here for a second. See the candle, the body of the candle getting larger. They're getting larger and larger. Volume stepping up here for that's in trouble. Let's short it again here. Take some profits. Short again. Let's zoom out. Let me put an order right quick. There we go. It just ain't gonna stop. Three. It just ain't gonna stop. $6. Short again. Pass me up. It's in trouble, boys and girls. It's in major trouble. $8. Short again. Jesus. $4. Damn, it's not stopping. We're gonna get a pullback on it, so be careful here. They're gonna be profit taking in a second. Break on a lower day to be short again. Short again. $7. There's the next candle. We got to wait for a second, guys. This thing can pop right back up just as quick. Anyway, there's a past that pivot 15 there. That can become a magnet again. So 13,152. We got to keep an eye on that. Short again. Damn, $8, 10. Take profits on it. Short again. I'm telling you what, the market's in trouble, guys. It's in trouble. $4. Short again. $3. If you have a smaller account, don't scalp. Buy one contract and sit in. You got to wait now. We're exhaustion risk. But when we talked about it this morning, if you had one contract, you can literally still be in it. All right, because we're coming down that big ass candle on the 4 hour. Nice job. Yes, sir. I'm glad everybody should be making a fucking killing day. Up $27,935. All right, great job. I tell you what, futures, it's changed my life. It's absolutely changed my life. With options, you can scalp them, but it costs so much money. If you're gonna scalp options efficiently, you got to buy in the money. So you get the most bang for your buck. That's all there is to it. I've always said the less time in something, the less risk, and it holds true for anything. If you scalp something 50 times and you pull it up $2 a point, that's 100 points. That's a lot. Now, of course, our scalps are, on average larger than that, but it shit adds up. All right, here we're pushing back up here. We found support. There's profit taking going on. There's a major. Uh, this is a big ass move. I keep saying that, but it just keeps going. Right here, see how far it rejected off that? If it goes solid green, it'll be long here, but it's just playing a pullback. It's just playing a pullback to the top side here. Now we can expect it to go to 30, 50, 60. But it's in trouble. I mean, the candles are just huge. I'm going to have to close that one out. Anyway, so if green, I should have went up there anyway. It don't matter. If it breaks the day's low, it'll just keep continuing. Amazon puking. Tesla hit target. Both target hit pivot 15. They started with pivot 16. The video still coming down. Amazon's puking. Crowds coming on down to pivot 15. SPY absolutely dying here. Gosh. Insane. Never seen nothing like it. Short it. Now we know that there's support down here. All right, there's support down there. We know it because it rejected sharply off of it. If it breaks the high of this candle here, I will take it long again. And I'll target 30%, 5061. Your best trades, of course, are going to be to the downside. On the 60, let's see, hit first target. Next target on the 60 is well 50%, so 13,030. And then the low of that big ass candle is 13,144. Nope, sorry, 12,938. Along it. I'm gonna get burned again. Get filled right there. If it breaks the high of previous candle, I'll take it long again here. Now we're looking at these candles. We take a close look at them. This candle's failed to make a new low. Well, it's going to make a new high here, but it's making a higher low. It needs to break previous candle right here. It needs to break this candle here. Bye. When it breaks this candle here, it goes solid green. We'll target still 30%, 50% of candle. And then this wick right here. Let's see if it gets filled. I'm going to close it. It's not looking good. Clear that out. Short right now. There we go. Still in it. $5. Short. $6. $7. That's a break retest downside. Target gonna be below that candle. Oh shit. Best trade's under low of day right here. Always. Short it and try to lead the break. $6, 7 points, 8 point, 10, 15. Take profits. Yeah. Crazy. I got cut a couple of times. I'm down. I'm back down to 22,000. Been too aggressive. I'm trying to push it back up to catch this pullback. We are still making. I don't know what that is. It looks like it made a higher low or higher high there. A lot of times it pulls back like that, at least get you 30-50% of this candle right here. We're still in a downtrend. We're still in a downtrend. So this thing looked like this. Show you right here. That's support resistance. So price came down, retested, rejected. I'm gonna take it short here and see if we can't target the low of this candle. It don't mean it's going to break. I'm just playing the pullback to the downside. Take profits there. Let's clear this. Resistance. Come down. Pull back. Retested twice. Trying to sell back off here. Short again. Now, when it pulls back like that, when it's rocking back and forth, of course I want to break low day, but I'm just trying to target near low day. Amazon. Incredible. Pops back up. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Today was pretty smooth. It was a pretty smooth move down. I mean, there's no doubt about it. It's a good day. I want to see exactly the high of these candles. 108, 109. So it did make a higher high here on that break. That's a major resistance there. If it breaks that, can't compare. It's tested at 2 different times here. See what it does. If it breaks, the thing is, it's expanding. So it looks like, I'm going to draw it exaggerated. It looks like this. If it breaks that, it's such a huge downshift. If it breaks that, it's safer. If you're a new trader, you need to wait until it breaks this and retest. All right. Let's short it right here. Holy shit. Go, go, go. My damn money. Short again. Now I know down here there's major resistance now or support now. because every time it came, now it did make a lower low there, but this entire area is a major support level. So you gotta be careful with it. It's what it's doing right now is consolidating. We just had that huge move to the downside here. It's consolidating. So if you draw the day's range, this is literally inside of it. This current candle that's on the 5 minute is inside. It's inside that range. It's a higher low, but it's a lower high at the same time. And if it does break this middle candle here, the green candle, we'll target the middle. I'm going to short it here. Massive pullbacks. Find resistance here. Short. Add to it. I have reduced size. Helps protect capital. We're after 10 o'clock and close to 10:30, and we just had this big move down, so it needs to rest or chop. That's all there is to it. Holy shit. There's 20 bucks. I'm going to wait now. I'm just going to wait. Tesla's going to be short on the lower day, guys. It can go right back down to pivot 15. It's still, we're chasing a huge candle. If it breaks lower day, it can see 893 next. NVIDIA takes lower day, it can see 188 next. If you're a new trader, you need to wait. All right, you need to wait until it breaks. It either needs to take lower day or the high of this candle. Right? You wait. When it's consolidating like that, you do nothing. You do nothing. You wait. Don't try to scalp the inside. Just be safe. Just wait. What happens? Well, what I've noted is around 10:30, volume decreases, so does momentum, and stuff starts to go. It just starts chopping. It goes to shit. And I tend to give a lot of money back after 10:30, so it goes choppy. I feel like there's a set of people or a group of people or algos or something that comes out that really just wants to take your money back that you made for the day. So I don't know what it is, but short here. It's best to not trade after 10:30, frankly. Yeah. So if it breaks below this candle right here, you could, if you want to be aggressive, you could take it short with the target being the low of day. All right, but it's, if you're new trading, wait till it takes the low of day, the literal low of the day. Short. Let's see if we can milk this thing here. $8. So let me draw this right quick. It looks like this. Pulls back, downside, takes the low out here. It'll be short. This is consolidation inside. Yeah, so after 10:30, it feels like there's a group of people or something that plays a lot of dirty tricks. There's a lot of bull traps and bear traps out there after after 10:30, and it becomes really too dangerous to trade. Now you can, I mean, there's exceptions of the rules. You just got to be safer. So if you're going to enter something, it's becomes safer to wait on retest. So this is consolidation or a little sideways move here inside of the range. If you draw the day's range, it would look like this. It'd be a 2 and then a compound 1. Your best trades when it breaks either side of this. So if you want to be really safe, you'll wait till it breaks it and retest. All right, that's your absolute safest trade to break down and retest. Sometimes though, in the morning, you don't have to wait on a retest. As soon as it breaks, you enter. And that's what we've literally been doing all day, even in single candles. So every time this candle, you know, we see it after the fact, but you don't see that we've scalped each candle 3, 4, 5 times. So if you got one solid candle and it breaks low a day, all right, and then it pulls back, and then it takes the low a day again in one candle, you scalp it each time it breaks the low. So these waves here are the consolidation. These are the consolidation or rest that needs to continue to go lower or higher, right? And that wave could be much larger. So so here, this is the wave. There's consolidation short right here. We're going to continue that downtrend. Take profits. Now this level here that we just created should act as a resistance level here. So let's short again here. Let me show you right quick. So it broke. So this right here is consolidation. Short again right here. That level could act as a resistance up $12. Take profits. Short again. Missed me. All right, still got one in. It's $5. So every time it pulls back, see it pulling back there and breaks the low, it's short. I want to try to show you real quick before it happens. I want to try to catch it too. So look here, it pulls back. See it pulling back there. As soon as it takes the low out, it's short. That's a pullback to the downside in one candle. And if you got the 1 minute, you would see that, of course. Now, see it come back up to retest the break area. That should become it should become a resistance. So let me redraw it real quick. Here's the break area. All right, there's the low of the consolidation is marked by that wick. So when this thing pulls back, that should act as a resistance level. Short again here. Let's see if we can break back down here. It's $5. If it breaks a low, that'll be your safe entry. All right. It's short here. Sometimes I'm aggressive. I want to catch it as it's breaking. So first off, it comes down, it pulls back, right, and then shoots back down. Your safest entry is, of course, when it breaks this low. So it looks like this. Hey man, right. If that candle turns solid green, I'll close this straight out, currently down. Because it could actually, because remember that where it breaks out, could actually come back to physically retest that level. All right. Let me short again here. Let's see if we get a flush here. $4, 5. Let me short again as soon as it goes solid red. Wow, thank you so much. AMD short right now. Tesla's went short and Nvidia went short. So if you can't play futures, holy shit. Up 40% on some SPY puts. Up 36,650 on futures. All right, see it come back to retest that level here. Let me clean this up so you can see it. Here's a consolidation or compound one. I want to show it to you before it happens. It's happening right this second. I'm gonna miss it. Right here. All this is a consolidation. It's marked by the high and the low of this candle. It is a magnet. All right, so look, when it breaks down here, see it's pulling back to retest. We want this level to act as a resistance. All right, at any point it takes the day's low out, it'll be short again. So what's it doing? It's consolidating again. All right, it's a pullback. But every time it comes down or back up, we want to see if it bounces and how it reacts off major levels. Frankly, we want to see if that prior support acts as resistance. So if it comes up and it touches that, and we start, and I see it start wicking, then I'll short it right back down to low. And of course I'm not going to hold it till it gets to low, but you can. I'm going to short it here. $6. So it's important to watch the candles and how they react to certain levels. It's important to be able to read them. Really, you've got to really read them. Now, a lot of people show you this stuff after it happens, but you know, there's nothing like the present. You got to watch it unfold. You've got to watch it in real time. Short here. I'm going to let it cook and let's see if we can break back down a little day here. And if it starts running up $10 to $12, I might take profits on it. But anyway, let's go to 4 hour. Now, if we breach this low here, let me just show you with a clean line here. See that wick? It looks random. It's anything but. See how they're touching exactly. It's retesting that wick. So this wick came down and it hit a hidden wall. It bounced. So this candle here came up and touched that same wall. I'm going to take profits on it. Your safest entry, of course, is when it takes the low of day. Anytime it's inside, just wait. Just wait. Of course, you know, I don't want to tell you what to do. You can do whatever you want to do. It's just a break retest down. It's short again here. I want to show you the 4 hour. Because the 4 hour is that A+ pattern that I'm always talking about, and it happens on any time frame. The higher time frame it happens on, the bigger the move, guys. This pattern it happens on the 5, 15, 30, 60, 40 hour, week. It's on every fucking pattern, every time frame there is. It is money. Lower highs, right? This right here is a consolidation. It's the first time it broke. It broke before the market opened up, went down. There's a next consolidation here. It went short right here on the candle. Target is 50%. Open, low. All right. And below these two wicks here, we have another huge candle. All right. So target's going to be 50%. Open, low. This wick. And under this wick right here, we have another solid big green candle here. All right. So if we compound this candle goes to right here. That's one huge green candle to there. This pattern is money on any time frame. Here it is here on the, well, it happens all the time. I mean, it happens every day, all the time. Right here's one. All right, at the red candle. Right here's a compound one up this red candle. Here's another one. Back up to the top of the red candle. Here's a consolidation. It breaks the downside. Here's a reversal. There's a compound one back up to the top of red. There's a reversal back down. There's a consolidation making higher lows back up. Here's one here. Here's one here. Another consolidation as it comes back to this large candle. Now we draw a trend line on it. It's important too that price can reverse there. So there's the more touches, the stronger it's got to have at least 3 touches. Shit, that's $10 right there. It happens all the time. I mean, it happens all the damn time. Yeah, so we could still see low 2938. And again, if you had micros and you got one contract, when it broke this morning, you could have literally set it and forget it and made a lot of money. These candles are huge. Let's short again here. Let's see how big that candle is. Current candle 174 points. We'll call it 175 and 250. 175, 250. Shit, it's a lot. I can't even do math right now. We're short right now, up 15 points. Take profits. A lot. I mean, that's 400 points. $2 a point. That's $800. That would have been $800 for one contract. Short again here. So even with a micro account, trade one contract, you could have made $800 just by setting and forgetting it. Short again. This right here is a measure move candle right here on the 5-minute, guys. At 212, I'm going to show you. There's a couple. This right here is a measure move candle here. All right, that candle is 72 points wide. We measure from the open, or yeah, from the open. 75, 20, 50, 50. So we're looking at 250 as target on this thing. No, that's not right. It's already hit the target. Take profits up there. My math sucks. I'm usually spot on math. $75 points. Open up candle 77. So 1300 is target on it. It already hit it. So 1300 measure move target on that candle. Here's another measure move candle here. Short. They're not gonna leave me. Let me zoom this over. Short again. Woo! $8. It's in trouble, guys. It's in trouble. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. This fucking thing's straight down. Right here's consolidation. That's a larger consolidation after a big move down. And you can see how price came up to retest it. It breaks it, it retests it, and it's short under this candle right here, a low day. So if you're watching a candle and it comes up to retest, all of a sudden you see it start to wick, you know that you can start to buy short. If you want to be a little bit aggressive with it, your target would be low a day. As soon as it breaks low a day, here's your safe entry to the downside. Short here, let's add to it. I'm going to close it. I don't like it. The next level of resistance is here. So each time it wicks, we're looking for these levels. So here, and between the bodies, there's a major one right here. So the more touches in an area, the stronger the resistance. So right there is the strongest one. Tesla hit target. NVIDIA hit target. Facebook's break retest downside, taking low a day. Up 50% on SPY puts. Where am I stop down here? All right, so that's retesting that wick there. Rotate it short. There's $8. Go short here again. See if we can break this low here. There's a break. It's $12. Pull back. See if it breaks again. We'll continue downtrend. Short again. $8. Pull back. Short again. It's $3. As soon as it breaks low, that'll be short again. Let's be a little bit aggressive here with it. I gotta replace this stop on here. Woo. Just cancel that. Don't like it, I'll cancel it. Up 56%. SPY put, SPY, boy. Same setup, guys, on 60. 4 hour. Short. $10 real quick. God damn. What a damn drop. Insane. See if I film here. Whew. Up 60% now. Short, add to it. Profits on it. Short again. So we can catch this break. We're at a point where it's going to start chopping. Maybe, hell, it might just keep going. $6. Short again. $3. Short again. $4. God, boys and girls, it's not stopping. Short again. $2. And wait. If it breaks low, that'll be short again. What we want to do every time it breaks a level, we want to see where the strongest resistance level is to see if it comes up to respect that level. I'm also looking to see how far it retraces. Is it going to retrace, 30%? Is it going to retrace 50%, 61? I'm looking how deep the pullbacks. In a strong downtrend or uptrend, a pullback will be less than 30%. Now, here's how you can tell if it's starting to push back up. Damn, 82% on these contracts. What a big jump. Let me move the stop up. Or down, whatever you want to call it. I know. The big drop on SPY. Absolutely huge drop on SPY, guys. The market. Yeah. Amazon's still coming down. Scary. It's damn scary, man. Tell you what. Dangerous. There's 50%. And of course, your best trades are always going to be when you see a physical break below a day, if you're a new trader, just wait. Don't trade anything inside, especially in between individual candles. Right here, consolidation. This is a rest. Everything between these two lines here is a consolidation or a rest. Compound one. A short here. Take profits. Breaks lower day again. It'll be short again. So it came up to roughly 50% and rejected. So it's a pullback. The downside. When they start pulling back more inside of the candle, like 61, they're starting to weaken. All right, let me show you. This right here is a 30% retracement. 30, 40, not very much at all. They're all less than 50% short. This is around 50. This one's a little bit less than 50. Short right here, guys. $6. Short again. Take profits. All right, I think I'm fixing to call it. I just hit 40,000 on the day. Up 109%. Shit, I just can't quit. Short again here. Take profits. I gotta move this stuff up. All right, took profits on SPY just then. I didn't mean to. I got to stop that. That's okay though. Now we can see some more chop here. You got to remember this damn thing just dropped 400 or 500 points here. All right, it's basically parabolic. Another thing to take notice of, we looking at this chart here. You can tell that volume's decreasing as well because of it's starting to level out, playing. Now, what I was going to tell you is we can tell it's the bottom's going to start coming in, or we're getting reversals when it starts breaking resistance levels. Right, there's resistance. Here's resistance right on top of that wick, especially when they come up and you start seeing them retest. So when you see a resistance level start to become support, and then it breaks the next one, that becomes a support level too. We're starting to push back up. Now, you got to remember, this is a big ass red candle here. This is one solid red candle from here, from the top. It's a compound too. It goes all the way to here, all the way right here. It's one big candle. So if we see consolidation here at the base, I'm not saying it can, but there's always a possibility. It could consolidate chop here a little bit, and then we could push right back up just as fast as we come down. All right, so we target 50% of this range, and any support resistance levels, of course, would be targets. This right here was chop on the way down. It could be a level of concern on the way back up. So here, it chopped here before. It could chop it. It will chop again there on the way back up. After that, smooth sailing back up to this level here. There's another area chop. It will chop again there, or at least react to it. So right now, this candle opened up inside, making a higher low and a higher high. But again, it needs to break and retest for confirmation reversal trend. So right now, as far as I'm concerned, it's still just a chop. Right here is a support level, a major support level. And if I'm thinking about taking this thing long, I'd like to see it. Now, aggressive entry would be over this wick here. A safer entry would be over this wick, with the target being this one, the buy, the open, buy, open. I'm also watching these lows and highs. I want to know, they're so close, I'll see what the high is. So 997, 3001. So that's actually lower currently. So I could do that. First thing it's got to do is take out that wick right there. Now here's your safest trades. Your weight. We're back in a consolidation, a range. Your safest trade is going to be over that wick or on a lower day. All right, you're not going to do anything until it breaks one of these. All right, I'm going to short it here. So don't be like me. Be safe. Short again. Yep. And the reason that's up the top of this level here, first off, it's got to take out the high of this candle here. Secondly, it's got to break resistance here. And more importantly, it needs to break that level of resistance there. So it takes a lot of buying to break these two levels here. All right. So not only is it a higher low, it breaks this down here. It makes a higher high, but it's still a lower high altogether. It breaks this consolidation. If you want to be really safe when it breaks this level, you can wait on a retest. All right, you want this thing to come back and retest this right here and short right now, and become support. All right, and of course, anything that takes the day's low is going to be short. It continues the downtrend. So it looks like this. There's a first pullback, second pullback. And if you notice in this wave here, so that wave, I found that wave naturally just by drawing it on every damn time frame, even between the pivots, the waves there exist. It's a pullback. So that wave is so many different things. Short here. Take profits on it. So everything between that wave is a consolidation. Right? And that wave can be a bunch of different stuff. First off, it could be a retest that breaks out, pulls back, the retest. It's a pullback. So when the candle's coming down, it pulls back in itself and then breaks the low of the candle. It's a pullback. It's a consolidation. So right here at the top, it bounces in between pivots. It's consolidation. It bounces in between trends. Consolidation is literally a sideways move. When it breaks the top, it's a breakout. When it breaks the bottom, it's a breakdown. There's a breakout there. There's a retest. It pushes back up and taking the high day. Go short here. $6. Take it short so we can't take a lower day here. Your safest entries when it breaks lower day, though. Don't remember when it's sideways like that. That's consolidation or chop. That is you're trading inside a chop. You're not safe in there. You're not safe in there. All right. Now there's ways to enter if you know what you're doing. But as long as it's sideways, avoid it. If you're a new trader and you want to take the safest entries, don't trade this shit. All right. I can read the candles a bit better. Wait till it breaks. And really, if you're going to catch a reversal back to the top, you're going to wait till it breaks this wick here at least. You could enter if it breaks this wick here, but your target's going to be this wick here. And then major resistance right up on top. In between these candles, a major resistance. There's 3 touches there. All right, I'm going to call it there. Up 41,315. Spy all of them spy contracts. So I'm going to call it there. We can still see some more downside here. If I start to see it pick up, I'll put out some alerts on Twitter, on private Twitter. But let's just break it down. We're still pushing down that big ass candle, and we've basically hit target on it. So let's pull up 3060 right quick, because there's a few things that could happen. First off, NQ comes down. If it comes down, it fails to make a new low, even by 1 penny, that shit's bullish. It can shoot right back up just as fast as it came down. So say price came to right here, and I'm drawing it 1 penny away, but anywhere, if you just get close, right? So if it just gets close, and then you start to see it consolidate and make higher highs and higher lows, and then it's breaking resistance and then retest and making support, we can come back up this thing just as fast. That's a solid red candle, and it really is a solid red candle to here. Now your first target, of course, you're breaking down to 50%, and then there's resistance here, 50%, the open. Right in here is consolidation, so of course price will react this area here, so to get a little bit choppy in this area. But another thing can happen is, second, just a bit short again here. I'll take it short. But another thing that can happen is it can come down, expand the range, right? So there's expansion on these things, the top side and the downside. So it don't necessarily mean it's going to keep going lower. So you got to be careful when it gets down and it breaks this pivot. It can do a couple of things. Either it continues, and if it's going to continue, you want to see it do. The safest thing that gives you confirmation it's going to continue lower is a retest. So you want to see it pull back, retest, and then push down if it's going to continue to sell off. Because sometimes what'll happen is it'll break. All right, it'll expand this range here, and the next thing you know, it came up, retested, and you're right back up to the races. Right, so there's a couple things it can do. If you get close and reverse, it can wick through a little bit and reverse. All right. So if it's going to continue lower, you will see a retest of this level. As soon as it breaks, almost as soon as it breaks, it should pull back and retest on the 5 minute, 15. Just be aware though, when they break, sometimes a little bit later, they'll consolidate and come back to retest a second time. It happens a lot. You got to know about it. But the thing is, when it breaks that level, you'll go long and target the pivot, and then it can come up here, consolidate, and then shoot right back down and take out the low of day and continue to go lower. But if it expands the range and then comes back up and you see it retest, all right, so this level becomes a support level again, you can take it right back to the top. So the retest is like a safety net, right? It gives you confidence that the move is going to continue in your direction. All right. So when they get close to the pivots, you got to take a step back, and you want to see how it reacts around the pivots. Right? They're that important. They're that important. See right here, right here's that pivot, and see it broke out that pivot. So it is expand the range, and then we have a break, a retest back to the top side. So of course the target would be the top of the consolidation here, and then the pivot. But yesterday after that Fed meeting, boy, it was just insane. It was absolutely crazy. So the expansion is a real thing. Mac 3, send me a message on Twitter, and I'll give you a link. Oh, you did? What's your name, Mac? What's your name on Twitter? Yeah, just DM me. Also, sometimes I don't keep up with payments when people's payments are due. So um, you may have to just check to see when you're otherwise you might I might not even send you a message. I forget. All right. So it's not a big deal if you're late. Just send it. If you don't hear from me, send it. I try not to hound people about it. Big no Newton. Let me see it quick. Now, David, Mac 3, the room, I'm going to send you a private message. Because the private Twitter and of course Discord is a paid service. Is the only reason I'm asking. So if you're not getting it, could be a reason. NQ consolidating currently. And John, if you want, send me a message on Twitter. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna send it to you right now, John. And if anybody else has not got the access to it, send me a message. You can send it to me on Twitter or my phone number or whatever you want to do. There you go, my friend. Just send me a follow and I'll accept. Oh, you did? What did you? Okay. I don't see. I'm asking. I don't see it. I don't remember what I'm saying. I see what we talked on Twitter, but I don't see where there's a mention of it. The last time message I saw is from October 28th, and then Tuesday. Yeah, if you pay, I definitely will get access to it all. If I was, yeah, I'm not an asshole, I'll tell you that. Thank you, gonna short here. Shit, I take profits. Holy shit, it's up $20. I ain't paying attention. Knowledge. Damn. It must have been a long time ago. I don't see it. Yeah, so the room's $200 a month. I don't see it. I'm not seeing it. If you can send me where seeing it. It's usually $200 a month. Just send me a private message. All right, guys. Looks like we're gonna be done today. It's like $46,010 on futures. Been a pretty good day. We're gonna start to see jobs after 10:30, of course. We could see it continue to push up or push back up. Hell, I don't know. Don't matter either way. I like to see it push back up, frankly. We can see a massive push back to the top side. Let's take a look at the 4 hour right quick. And the thing is, when you look at these tickers, there's always gonna be something lead the pack, and there's gonna be something lag. And when there's a simultaneous break like that, you see one start breaking in a second. Well, the rest are gonna follow suit. So what I like to do is I like to find the tickers. They have the cleanest candles coming back through range. Um, they're all, just find the best ones, the ones that have the largest moves. So right here on NQ, and the same thing as ES, it's a break retest the top downside on the 4 on the pivot. We're taking out last week, trying to take out last week's low here, and this thing could literally come down a pivot now. That pivot is going to be 12,465. That's another $400 or $500 drop. right? And we're still setting up some really nice moves here. If it comes on down, the next target would be 12,883. And then, of course, the open low. So it'd be 12,811 and then 12,709.75. I mean, we're talking still, guys. Big move. We're right now. The thing too is you got to keep in mind we're still in the middle of consolidation. Let me pull up the 4-hour here because it's a cleaner chart. But if we look at it, this is a sideways move on a broader spectrum. It's still in a sideways move. It just so happens that the price action is really cleaning this range here. So let me pull it up real quick. Show you. So right off the bat, we're making lower highs here. It did look like an expanded range, but based off this pivot here, it's still lower than. All right, so that's a lower high. This is a lower pivot. All right, it's a lower low or lower high. Down here, we're in that down channel. This is a lower low than this pivot here. These are pivots. All right, there's a pivot. There's a pivot. There's a pivot. There's a pivot. Okay. This big green candle here, they're money. Anytime they're big solid candles like that, they're absolute money. And so individual big candles, money. Compound candles are great as well. You just want to look. You want to look back through them. But anyway, target now is these wicks. We know how these wicks are. They've marked a hidden level of support before, and it could act as support again, right? So when we get close to these pivot or these wicks, because price rejected before, you got to pay attention to them. Now, not only are they special for that reason, but there's stops on those pivots, right? So if we back out on this thing and look at it now, this is consolidation here. There's the top of it, and there's the bottom of it. All right, there's a consolidation. It broke out here. So look, it came up, pulled back, broke out here, consolidated, broke down. We got to pull back the downside, big ass candle. This is a measure move candle here, right? This is a measure move candle. This is a measure move candle. This is a measure move candle. There's a measure move candle. These are fucking monsters, man. Absolute monsters. And this thing can dive. So first target here, and it's sitting right there at it. It breaks that, and on the lower time frame, we get a pullback downside. It's like right now, it just went short on the. I missed it. That's okay. It's sitting right on the pivot 60 right there. That's this wick here marks it. It marked the pivot 60, right? So now that it's on the pivot, you got to take a step back and look at it. If it breaks it, the next target's going to be open and then low. There's a lot of room there. It's almost 170 points. If you got micro contracts and it breaks retest, you could sit there and buy one contract and take your hands off of it. And of course, you want to manage it. You don't want to just walk away from it. So make sure you get a hard stop in place and set a limit on there if you want to. The limit will be open on that big ass candle. But there it is on the 60. And because it's at a pivot, there's a few things that happens. We'll see now that it's broke it, there's expansion, right? And if it's going to continue, if it's going to expand and start to come back up, we will see a retest to the top side. If it's going to continue to go lower, we will see a retest to the downside. Right? Now, remember, when it breaks the pivot, it can consolidate and then come right back up to retest the pivot again before consolidating and then selling back off. So right here, there's two different trades. You can take it on the retest downside. When it consolidates and breaks the highest wick in the consolidation, you take it right back up to pivot. It consolidates again, rejects off the pivot, you take it right back down. So these are super clean moves when that happens too. So watch it. Now, same thing when it breaks and it comes back up to retest the pivot. They can do a couple of things. They can get close to it, all right, and then sell off. They can touch it and sell off. They can wick through it, expand the range, and then sell off. So just because price comes down and then shoots back up, don't necessarily mean, even if it expands the range, it's going to push back up because it's a bull trap on the top side. Unless you get that pullback on it and then it breaks that high, it could reverse. All right. So the retest always gives you confirmation. Always. If you want to be your safest trader possible, you'll do nothing unless you get a retest. All right. You'll always wait on a retest. And if you want to be a really safe trader, when price is inside a range, you don't touch it. You do not touch it at all. You're going to wait until it breaks a low a day, the high day or breaks the lowest or the highest wick in the consolidation. And I'll pull up on the 5-minute real quick. So again, if you want to take the safest trades, don't take anything inside consolidation. All right. Now we can trade wider consolidation if there's enough range in there. If there's 50 bucks, 100, 200 bucks in there, there's plenty of range to trade the damn thing. Secondly, it's got to be clean. So the consolidation has got to be, it's got to be tradable. It's got to be semi-predictable. It's got to be clean. It can't be choppy as shit in there. Right here, this is a consolidation, and you know there's money in there, so you could trade it, but it's just not safe. So of course it's going to be short on the lowest wick or long on the tallest wick. Now this candle here, because this was support, if it comes back up and retests that level and you start to see it wick off that level, if you want to be aggressive, you can take it short. So I'm showing on the 5-minute, but we play the 15, 30, 60 the same damn way. So say this is a pivot and price came down and it breaks the pivot and then it comes back up and rejects off that, we play it back down. That's basically what happens here when they break these the consolidation. The consolidation they're special for that reason, because it marks a significant resistance level on the top, it's resistance, and support on the bottom. So it breaks it, it pulls back up the retest, and then it starts to wick out. You take it right back down to the low. And we're playing individual candles. We play in the same exact way as we play price action on any time frame. The only difference is the time and the move. It's the only difference. So when price consolidates, avoid it. All right, just wait till it breaks. You're gonna get a bigger break too. So look, every time this thing breaks, it's a significant move. It's at least 5 or 10 points, if not more. All right, so you can set a bracket order for at least 5, maybe 10 points on each break where they tight stop, because when they break, they immediately go. Whether they pull back and trend or not, it don't matter. You're scalping it. So right here, it breaks that wick there and it drops. See it? And it does come back to retest for selling back off. The next time it consolidates here in this box, it breaks out. See it? Big volume candle. Same thing up on the top. Every time it breaks the consolidation, there is a drop. And the reason it happens is because it's running those stops instantly. And the same thing happens in between these candles here. So if we're looking at individual candles, the same shit happens. So this is a micro consolidation. And when it takes the low of the day, it has a big drop, right? So right here, I don't think a lot of people know really how significant this little piece right here is. It's the basis of everything. Everything that I do has started with these 2 candles. It started with the 2 candles. My entire strategy started trading 2 ones, right? And it just evolved from there. It just got larger and larger. And you know, when you're trading a larger consolidation, you get bigger. You just get bigger moves. So money. Guys, I appreciate you as usual. If you have any problems or want to reach out, you can give me a call, text me, DM me, do whatever you want to do. You can always send me private messages on here. And if you have questions throughout the day, guys, you know, don't be scared to ask. I'm glad to answer them right there. Right here. There's nothing like answering and showing real life examples. All right, I'm done talking. Y'all have a great day. Appreciate you.